That's Olga probably trying to phone you.
Yeah.
Okay, tell her I'm live.
Are you live again?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Okay, one person's found me. I don't know what happened. I could not reconnect. Okay, 6 people are back. That was just so bizarre. Don't know what happened there. Okay, you're back. You found me. Okay, thank you. Right, I can put my mouse aside. We're back, and I've got half an hour. Okay, so thanks for finding me again. Okay, we can carry on. Sorry, we lost the chat. I don't know what happened. I mean, I'm even connected directly with a cable to my internet. Okay. Right. So as I was saying, I want to create a thing for the back that is going to hold this, a clipboard. And I need the blade side at the top, and you can't see it, which is what I was trying to show you before my screen rudely just, yes, you just heard yourself calling your mom on Facebook. Thanks, Olga. So I have actually drawn around this on my sheet, and I've got a little marking there of where this must go because it holds the perfect ATC. So this is actually ATC size, so it will slide in there perfectly. And in fact, I'm going to drop it down ever so slightly because I think this is a little bit bigger than I need. Okay, so that should fit. That should fit in there perfectly. Okay, so I'm going to use this leftover piece that's going to fit on there. I need to just trim it down. In fact, let's try using this piece because I want to try and use the whole thing. Okay, so I need to get my great big guillotine out again, which weighs a ton. Chop it off at the knees at 6 inches, which I know goes off screen, but I can't push it up any further. My tripod is in the way, and I need to just get it slightly less than the 3 inches and just check that we fit. Perfect. Right, get that out the way again. Crash, bang. Right, so that is the piece that I'm going to use, and then of course my what's this thing called? My vagabond is off screen, so I'm going to line this up so that I've got some support in the middle for my paper, top and bottom. These are just little magnets, and try and make sure that I'm in the middle. And I'm looking for my other cutting sheet that goes at the bottom. So I'm just creating my sandwich, and I'm gonna put that on like that. Yeah, well, you wanted drama, Olga. We got drama. Last week we were going to create drama so that YouTube behaved itself. It's not eyelash drama, it's connectivity drama. Okay, so now I have my little clipboard that I will be able to put my note into on the back of the card, like so. Okay, perfect. Right, so I'm going to just stick that first, and I'm going to stick it slightly higher up. I'm going to use some double-sided tape because today double-sided tape is my friend, unlike anything else. So I'm just going to pop that at the very top of my thing, and seeing as I'm using double-sided tape, I'm just going to carry on using double-sided tape for this. Why didn't I leave the end sticking out? There we go. And some at the bottom. And some in the middle just for good luck, because this is so skinny. Right, let's just double check this, that it sits properly. There we go. Okay. Nice. And before I put this on, I want to just use where's scrap paper when I need it? I don't have scrap paper. I'm going to find again. My connection is gone. Am I back? Am I back? Am I back? Oh dear. I want to just pop this underneath. Oh, it seems to be back again. What am I looking for? I want my silver Sarantica because I want it to look like a metal. And then we have the doorbell just for fun. I want it to look like a proper metal piece. And I'm going to slide that in there like so. Oh my word, the doorbell's going mad, like the internet police is here. Right, so that piece is done. And I'm going to slide it under there. Direct hotline to my mom. Okay. I want that slightly more shiny than it is, so I'm just going to go back and load a lot more on. There we go. Okay, I'm happy with that. And I need Rototol to clean my fingers. Oh yes, the joy of live streaming. Right, and I did mess a little bit there, and I messed a little bit there, and I messed a little bit there. So I'm just going to take that off while it's still wet. Okay. And I'm going to leave that on one side just to behave itself. And now I'm going to start with, I need to die cut the clock. So we're going to get rid of these two guys because I don't need them. I need the clock, and I think I'll have the clock key. And just for fun, seeing as I'm running it anyway, I'm going to run this clock. And I'll run them all in a long line because I have that piece of paper that will take them all. Waste not, want not. Right, my base plate. I love these waxes. Very happy with the waxes too, Christiana. Okay, so we run these guys through. You haven't heard barking dogs or crying children. Well, my 15-year-old shouldn't be crying yet. And don't have a dog. And the cat, which was sharing my chair, has decided he doesn't approve of the sharing business, so he's disappeared off somewhere else. So I like this little clock, this guy, and this guy. So we've got that sorted. And so I can pop these out of the way now. Now I want to cut this. I need my thicker plates. So I've got my C plate, that, and I need, I'm going to use some of my other offcuts. I've got another offcut piece here, so I'm going to pop that on and this on. And I've got 20 minutes left to finish my card once I've made these guys. then I can carry on. Okay, so pop that one out, put these on the floor. And my word, yes, as Anya just said, cleaning up probably takes longer after one of these live streams than, that's not my brigadoor, it's my brigadoor. Cleaning up takes so much longer than actually doing the live. Pop that on one side, that looks pretty cool. That's going to go on there. Now we can use my glue. Where can we find the die cuts? There are Tim Holtz die cuts. So if anybody who is online has an affiliate link, you are welcome to post them. These are Tim Holtz. This one was Bo Bunny. The pink one was Bo Bunny. All the others were Tim Holtz. So anybody, Karen, Monica, Tiff, anybody with a link is welcome to add the link. I don't get anything from these links, but they do, so please support them. I will probably, yes, I will put them in the description box. That's a good idea. Very good idea, Olga. Right. So now I need to start putting all my fiddly bits on there, and I probably need my craft mat back again. So I need all these bits. So I want to put this, I need to cut them off square. So time is precious. We will probably put there. And then this one, time has a wonderful way of showing us what really matters. So I will trim it there and make it square. Every possibility begins with the courage to imagine. And then I've got these three. One of these will go at the back. So let's maybe have the time is precious. We'll put that at the top. So I don't need those two for now. But I need to make these three square. And get my guillotine back on my desk. It's probably easier with my guillotine. So I need to make these into squares. And these are currently 2 point, that's 2.5, 2 point, I have no idea what that is, but I know where it is, so I will turn that into a square. Swing! So now it is a square and it fits. Now I need to make this one into a square. So I will just mark it off with one that I've already done. So I've got those two sorted, and if I'm going to have time is precious at the top, well then I'm not going to do the same at the bottom. But I don't really like that bottom, I prefer the clock, so I'm going to try and get more of the clock in. So I'm going to, yeah, you can add a link to whatever you guys have got, the papers, the dies, whatever you've got, Karen, that's great. Okay, now we need this to fit at the back. So I'm going to trim off the excess there. I want that in the middle if I can. Time is precious. And I need it just a little bit off the side. and it's going to slide in there like so. And because I had rounded the corner, I'm just going to trim that off straight. In fact, I'm going to pull it up almost to the top so that I can hopefully have a bit of that in there like this. So that is going to go in there. Okie dokie. All the trimming done. Guillotine back on the floor. Now I can go back to using my glue. Am I the only one who has watched Wayne's World? Probably not. Okay. So now I'm going to glue this in place. Slide it in. I don't remember watching Wayne's World. I'm not a big TV or movie person, to be honest. Right. So that's what it's going to look like from the front. Now we need to stick these guys on. So I'm going to put the time, has a wonderful way of showing us what really matters on the very front. And this glue is very liquid if you overrun it. I'm just squeezing it too hard. And where it comes out, I'm just going to clean it off. So I'm just going to pop it on my craft sheet and give it a good squish. I know you can't see what I'm doing because that's in the way, but I put far too much glue on there. You really need such a tiny bit, and I was way too generous. All right, there we go. Now that's behaving. Okay, let's try and be far less generous. I almost don't have to squeeze this bottle at all. We're going to pop this clock on that side. Do it forwards to myself. No, that didn't go straight. Stick it straight in the middle. That's the problem with these Stamperia papers, is they are so gorgeous. You don't want to cut them up. I totally get that feeling. I sometimes look at them for days before I can actually bear to cut them up. Or in actual fact, sometimes with my favorite papers, like the ones where it's got, for example, Octoman or the lady's face or whatever in some of the other ranges, I actually just buy spare sheets. I buy the extra sheets, the loose sheets, because one can never have enough. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. So my card will fold flat like that, and then these flaps will come down. So now what I need to do is start building the interest over there, so that when it is viewed from this angle, like you're seeing it now, there will be something interesting. And I've got all sorts of the bits that we have created to pop in here. And the trick is to keep folding your card to make sure, so some things can actually stick out of the sides, but you need to make sure that they're not going to stick out of this edge when you actually glue them. So I'm going to start, I think, with this gear is the lighter. When I say lighter, this is a very solid gear, and I'm going to pop this one in the front. So I'm just going to use a smidgen of glue there, and I am going to glue it at the back like that, and just hold it in place. Oh, thanks, Cheryl. Okay, so now I've got that in place, and I'm going to put this heavier gear behind. And you can stick things either in the front of the piece of paper or at the back of the piece of paper. So this one I'm going to stick so that when I look through the card, I've got and any excess glue you can wipe off. Okay, so at this stage, they're going to fold flat like that. Now I can start building. And so we can have this clock sticking out here. And this is when I actually work flat like this so that I can have things sticking out and I can actually see where they are going to be. So I'm going to pop just the tiniest amount of glue there. That looks like far too much. So I'm going to just put a piece of paper in. And so that if it oozes, it's not going to ooze onto there. And the edge of my card is there. And I want it slightly up in the air. There's the edge. Squish. Good afternoon. Yes, these are the big gears. Gadget gears 2 and gadget gears. So I've got both. So gadget gears 2 is the front one and gadget gears is the back one. I'm a bit of a Tim Holtz addict when it comes to his gears and dies and things. So now from the front, this will stick out at a jaunty angle, but when you close the card, it will behave. Okay, so now we need to start building some other things, and I'm going to use this clock behind that one and have it popping up there. And do the same thing. So I'm going to put a tiny dot of glue there and have my 12 at the top. Yes, because I'm very good at getting so busy with actually putting the thing where I want it that I forget to have 12 at the top. Okay, so I've now got those backing. So I put a light thing behind this dark one so that this will show up. And I have this nice, some of these clock working bits. Here's another clock. Here is the clock key, which I think I will have sticking out of this side. So I'm going to put a little dot of glue there. How much time have I got? 8 minutes. 8 minutes. So closing it again. You see this side, I have got tons of space to be able to build out there. Behave. Stick on. Okay, so now I've got lots of space to build on this side. So again, I'm going to close it, and I think I'm going to use some of this. I rather like this inside clock piece, but let's just see what it's going to hide. If I put this here, what is it going to hide? It's going to hide a lot. So maybe I need to put it at the back. I can put it at the back of this gear. That would work rather nicely, because then I can still build out from there. So I can see it through. So I'm going to put it at the back sticking out. Yep. So I'm going to put a little dot of glue over there. And I'm going to have that sticking out, and I'm just going to use my double roller towel to absorb the excess. Okay, so what have we got so far? So I've got those pieces. Then this clock is quite dark. I'm actually going to have it so that it's sitting in the front, and he can also be at a bit of a jaunty angle, because if the thing is closed, he's going to go there. So I'm just going to stick glue on his leg, just a little bit. And it's probably too much up there. So we're going to stick him at this jaunty angle. Over there at the front. Okay, so he is stuck. Right, now, what else can I add? It's looking pretty good. If I'm looking, so I've got interesting things. I'm not hiding this time is precious at the top. I don't want to go up too high. I've got something I can put at the front here. I've got a few more cogs and gears that I could put in here. Maybe that looks good there. Or maybe the smaller one. No, I think I might just put the smaller one at the top, at the back here, so that it's not hiding that. Or maybe to balance, because I've got lots of space, I can still go out quite far over here. I think I'll use that one over there to balance this clock over here. And I will put this gear down in the bottom there. Oh, thanks. Rustic Angel. I can't remember everybody's names as usual. I should know everybody's names by now. But it goes in one ear and out the other, as my friend used to say. So I'm building it down at the bottom. Okay, so what have we got? We've got that. And then, of course, it will be closed. So there. Now I want to put this one over here. And I'm just going to, this needs some ink. Ink, 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 ink. It just looks too kind of perfect. Needs a little bit of something. There we go. And tiny dot, tiny dot. And I'm going to put it, so I've got dots there. I'm going to put it there. And right, so that's looking quite balanced. Is it? Can you see what I've got? Reading your messages. Okay, so I have most of that as I think I wanted. I don't think I'm going to put any more on there, but now I need to put this that I created earlier on the back over there, and I see it is ever so slightly too long. So we have to get the great big guillotine out again. It's either that or the great big craft mat. One ridiculous option or the other. So we will take the smaller of the two options and trim it slightly shorter. There we go. And I'm going to pop this on the back there like that, making sure that that is up. Okay, so I already put double-sided tape on. I surprise myself sometimes, people. Don't you just do that? Love it, love it. Don't have to glue it. Thanks, Priscilla. Thanks, Christelle. Thanks, Aditi. Yes, and these are great. I'm focusing on some men's things, partly because I really like steampunk, but also because it's really difficult to kind of think up a men's card. And it's quite sweet. I've done these for some people, and this might still be a little bit soft, so I'm just using my roller towel so that I don't smudge that. And I'm probably looking at these colors. I probably should have done this in gold. Maybe I'll add some gold. I've got 1 minute. No, next is Katya. So you need to hop over to Katya, but I'm going to put the card in here. It goes in there. The link is below, and can someone put the link in? There we go. So I will write there for my son. Thanks, Tiffany, Karen, and Nanika for starting off this whole awesome hop. You never did think that we would be doing this for as many weeks as we have. But there is my card, made in an hour, complete with a YouTube error. Thanks for coming to find me again, everyone. Oh, the link is not below this video. Oh, blast, of course, because I'm on a new stream. So Katya, somebody put the link in. Yes, Olga has put the link in to Katya. Thanks, Olga. So please go off to Katya. She is now. Let's go see what she's doing, because we have no idea what each other's doing because it's a free-for-all. Cheers, guys. That was awesome. Glad you loved it. Oh, thanks so much. Please give me feedback. If anybody does my Stamperia class, please give me feedback. I'd love to know what to change, what to improve. Also, if you guys want any specific classes, let me know. Thanks, guys. See you over at Katya's place. Bye. Thanks for the link. See you in Sweden. Yes, we're going from Germany to Sweden. Thanks for the link, Olga. And bring my mouse on.